In his 2022 study, The Vital Signs of Retirement Income, James Sandage circles back on his previous 2019 study, Chaos in Retirement Income. And here he finds a key metric to help identify if your retirement income plan is effective or not. Hello, Kurt Jackson, KJ Financial, sharing some prudent information that you need to know when you're evaluating your retirement income plan. Look, according to Sandage, his second vital sign of successful retirement income plans is what he calls annualized erosion rate, which is the amount your portfolio drops on an annual basis. So retirees tend to watch their account balances on an annual basis and get concerned when they see their balances go down in retirement, which can also mean some form of panic setting in about outliving their money. Now, the graph shows the highest annualized erosion rate by year for any of the successful historical portfolios. For example, one portfolio in 1974 had an annualized erosion rate of negative 16.9% after the first year, which is normally a death knell to a retirement plan. But this one was able to recover on the strength of several positive years. Now, but using this data, it looks like the annualized erosion rate of negative 4%, negative 3.5%, negative 3%, negative 2.5%, negative 2% per 5-year blocks of time. Okay, if you're accelerating towards those thresholds, it is a caution. Okay, and exceeding them is a big red flashing warning sign when you're using the traditional type of market-based, risk-based stock bond market retirement plans. So the bars in this graph show how many of the 102 historical portfolios finished each year with no principal erosion. For example, the first bar shows that 59 portfolios had no erosion after the first year, and the teal line shows that 64% of those ultimately were successful. Now, please realize that also means that 46% were unsuccessful. The line climbs quickly with portfolios showing no erosion after the 9th year, having an 89% success rate. So if you don't have losses in the first 9 years, you have an 89% success rate, but you still have an 11% failure rate. 40 portfolios had no erosion after 20 years. So this is illustrating that one should not necessarily assume managing a retirement income portfolio automatically means working with a declining retirement account value, but it does seem to happen more often than not. One way to avoid this erosion of retirement accounts is to utilize more certain income in a volatility buffer strategy. So when you allocate a portion of your retirement savings into more certain income, the portion of your portfolio that you're not using for income can actually be treated as an accumulation strategy, with the right portion allocated to a more aggressive stock strategy and the right portion allocated to a safe and productive growth strategy with no losses, the ability to grab gains when they're there, some, most, or all, and we even have some no fee options to help you more efficiently replace or grow your overall retirement portfolio. So your takeaways from this video is, if you're going to utilize a more traditional, more risk-based retirement income plan with your money in stocks and bonds, you'll need to be keeping an eye on how much of your portfolio drops each year and how much over a 5-year period to make sure you're not getting into a potential retirement income death spiral. Also remember, a solid volatility buffer strategy with the right amount of period certain income could allow the rest of your portfolio to be invested in an accumulation strategy. So check out our next video to learn more about the differences between accumulation and distribution strategies. Or maybe you're open to exploring what retirement income strategies with more income certainty by having the right amount of your retirement nest egg allocated to protective lifelong income and a volatility buffer strategy to minimize losses on the remainder of your nest egg thanks to market and interest rate volatility. If you are open, go to bookkurtnow.com to click on my discovery call calendar and then book your 30-minute, no cost, no obligation discovery call to see what having the right amount of protected lifelong income and a volatility buffer strategy could do for you in retirement. Thanks for tuning in.